Hey Pisces, this is Wishko the Ferret. Thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den where we're keeping things warm and we're keeping things cozy. Today, before we jump into your reading, first of all, the reading is for March 20th to the 26th. So if you're Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this message could be for you. Secondly, we have an Aries new moon coming up March 21st. So it coincides with the spring equinox. Definitely check out your favorite astrologer to capitalize on these high manifesting energies. I also have a Patreon launching late March, early April. So if you like my vibe, if you think I'm cool, like, subscribe, do all the things. That way you can keep up to date with my content and get updates on the Patreon. So today we're going to take this reading nice and slow. I said my prayer and connected before. For the benefit of you, I will say, as always, drop into your heart space. Let the dust physically, spiritually, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. Make sure that your truth is empowering you, lifting you up, and moving you forward for your highest good. I'm going to start shuffling cards. I usually pre-shuffle the oracle cards, but I'm just going to free flow, freestyle, and see what we get. So I'm seeing that as I'm shuffling and pulling cards, I see butterflies on the chakras that you need to work on. And specifically, I'm seeing a butterfly in the sacral chakra. That's our center for creation. That's our center for our sexuality. So I feel that there's a little bit of resistance to dive into this energy, Pisces, but there is something that is working or wanting to be healed in this area. This is something that maybe maybe your life on earth will be called to channel some of this energy, or maybe you will be guided to understand more thoroughly this energy. Spirit is saying with the bat spirit, a rebirth is assured here. So in terms of some of you could be like quite literally giving birth. Again, I'm not like a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, but it does feel like I feel like this is birthing into like a new you or a new character, but this is some type of healing in the sacral chakra. So again, in terms of your sexuality, in terms of your creativity or your passion, this is definitely something that's coming through. Interestingly enough, the bat spirit portrays itself as, it's like an upside down hanging bat, but you also have hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide, but it came out in reverse, which is interesting because I don't actually let these cards go reverse, so something must have happened as it was shuffling. But usually when these cards are reversed, there's a protection message with this. I do feel like there is a resistance in letting spirit be your guide. So I'm going to pull the book on it and read the protection message for hawk spirit for you. That's 32. Let me flip to it. The protection message is, are you noticing red flags, perhaps saying to yourself, oh, what pretty flags, and giving them no more thought? Hawk Spirit has arrived to tell you to stop and listen to the messages from Spirit. Take the time to observe the patterns you are seeing and do not miss your intuition, even if the messages you receive are not supported by evidence in the physical world. If it feels illogical to listen right now, listen anyway. Sometimes you might want certain signs and messages to mean what you want them to mean, interpreting through the lens of wishful thinking, a projection of your desire to see things a certain way. Of course, when you do that, you rarely find yourself where you want to be. Take heart. Spirit loves you so much and does not want you to get hurt, but to align with Spirit's plan for your highest good. Listen and follow the signs and check your motives when you're being selective with your hearing. So, that's a little bit of a tough message for you, Pisces. But Spirit is trying to argue. No, not argue. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because they're giving me the sense that you're arguing against something or you're resisting something. I do feel a little bit of a sense of resistance for something that's coming up that you don't really want to go face to face with. You have a scarab beetle I'm sorry, let me try that again. You have a scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. I'm channeling something that says like aligning with your higher version of yourself is going to require listening to that little voice that's annoying you right now. So whatever you feel called to do and take action on it this time, just know that even if it's not logical, if it involves a risk, Spirit wants you to be willing to take it. So again, drop into your intuition and see if that one's for you, because risks are, risky. Risks are risky. But Spirit's magic works through you, and listening to your intuition helps exercise that magic. So it's sometimes it's just very hard for Spirit to assist us when we're not listening to ourselves and we're not giving ourselves and our intuition the highest priority. You have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. I feel like this is what you're being called to do this week, is stepping into a space or a mindset of infinite abundance. And it's not just I'm surrounded by abundance. It's that all of the abundance is available to me at any point. I can direct my energy to do the work. I can set my frame of mind. It literally Spirit is saying that needs to be like a frame of mind in order to manifest the things that you want. If you want to manifest your dreams, if you want to manifest your passions, your goals, and then something that you need, trusting Spirit is hard for you in this situation for this week because emotions are running high. You have super moon here. This is I feel like, okay, so Spirit's telling me something. They're giving me this phrase, and I'm not gonna say the phrase because I don't want to upset anyone. Usually they tell, no, you know what, I'm gonna say it. Because I've had a psychology degree and I'm really big into therapy, and I don't go to therapy now, but once I get the resources, I will totally go, because I've been in it before and it's very beneficial. And this isn't Spirit saying that you need therapy. I think anybody can benefit from therapy, but when they tell me that, therapy required, it's a bigger symbol for me, because in my frame of mind, in the way that I view and understand the world and the way that I feel, is that a lot of people don't have access to those resources, or they might feel like it's not appropriate, or for whatever reason there's a lot of stigma against therapy, and I never want to be that person to push people towards therapy. But Spirit does say that there's some kind of calming of the mind that needs to happen because emotions are running high. There's some type of healing of the heart that needs to take place, which is why when Spirit says, when Spirit tells me, therapy is needed, or they give me some form or sign of therapy, it doesn't necessarily have to mean going to therapy itself. It just means something that is healing for the heart needs to take place in order for you to work through this energy. I feel like it is related to the sacral chakra. I feel like for a lot of you this is manifesting. It could be in your 4th house, and it could be in relation to love. Interestingly enough, there's also Gemini present. I rolled the Astro dice for you, and we have some of you are casting spells for your love life too. I just heard something about spells, and you have you're visualizing things for your future. So your success, your romance, your finance. There's just something here about envisioning things for the future, and maybe that you're doing the work on it. So it's not necessarily, you could be casting spells, you could be, in that witchy world, but that's also a symbol for me saying that you're putting in the work and you're doing what you need to do. You're wishing for it. You're trying to get on that alignment, the vibration, working towards the things that you want. I was trying to see what you obviously know why your emotions are running high and what exactly it's connecting to, or what kind of things you're trying to fight. But the astrology dice has ruled Venus, Gemini, and the 4th house. And the 4th house is always reflected in our home and family. This could be in terms of, this could be anything regarding your home. I feel like for you, this is some type of generational issue to address. This is some type of, in the 4th house, it is always our immediate family I think of, or something within the home. But I really do feel like for this energy, it does feel like some type of cycles throughout the generation, or some issues with family, or something ingrained from, something learned from childhood, or something that runs in the family or related to the family. And there's a lot of duality present with Gemini. So it's almost like seeing all of the positives and negatives. For some of you, the forgiveness process has already occurred. For a lot of you, you're still kind of working through that complex energy of having a difficult past and really trying to balance it out. And it's hard to accept both sides of that story for you. Like, it's hard to ingrain that part of story, or the part of that story, because like on one hand you don't want to, like, you want to be vulnerable, but it's almost like you don't want to seem, vulnerability is a strength, but I feel like there's an energy here of wanting to be strong. I really feel like there's a divide here. Like, if you fall too much into the negative side of like the basically all of the sufferings of the past, the person that you used to be, the story that you used to tell, you can very easily fall back into that. But if you focus on the things that it taught you and how you've grown, then it's almost like you feel stronger. But you have to like hold these two realities and figure out which one to focus on. I don't know. It's like a really strange thing. Like, it's almost like you're struggling to like integrate both stories into yourself, because there's the reality that this was the story that I lived, but currently this is not how I stand. So it's odd, but I feel like you're gonna make it, Pisces. Like, this isn't me going, I think so, because like with Venus present, this is so much love pouring in. I feel like Venus doesn't usually mean this. I mean, it is love in general, but I feel like there is so much care and self-love coming through, and there's so much like self-love that's available that is coming through this week. I feel like that's going to be kind of your ticket to healing. That's going to be like, the message is that holding that space of love for yourself is going to help mend these wounds. So where did my tarot? Okay, there it is. It's right in front of me. Where did my tarot go? I'm going to pull for your current energies, your challenges, and what's going to make your life easier, or, you know, just the way forward for you this week. Current energies for Pisces. Thank you. Some of you have faced challenges in your romantic relationships. Okay. All right. These cards are falling out very easy for you, Pisces. I don't know. Sometimes, like, when I'm channeling distinct energies, like, the deck will, like, the cards jump out differently. Sometimes they jump straight out. Sometimes they're pretty elusive and, like, the whole deck flies all over the place. Sometimes, as I go to pick up the deck as mid-shuffle, a card will fall out, and that's just how it is. No matter how many times I switch up my shuffling, there's always a certain type of way that they jump out. So, I don't know. It's just an interesting channeling thing. I'm not sure it happens to anybody else. If anybody else is a channeler, I would love to know if like when you shuffle decks, if it's different depending on the energy. But anywho, current energies, you have Ace of Swords and you have the Six of Swords. So this feels like what's gracing your path right now is an opportunity to move forward. It feels like you're kind of grabbing on the hilt of the sword and you're learning how to wield this power. You're learning how to wield. I'm hearing that there's some type of fight, and it doesn't have to be like an argument or a fight, but it's like almost like your fight for your story, your fight for yourself. I just feel like this is very standing in your power, Pisces. I don't know. I like it. The Six of Swords is moving beyond and moving forward. So whatever it is that has been concerning you, it is indicating some type of victory and moving forward from it. Some challenges, some potential challenges that you're going to be facing this week. You have the Two of Cups and you have Judgment. I feel like there is a call to face past love issues if you've had romantic troubles in the past. This is facing yourself, maybe how you present yourself in relationships. I don't really know why, but there's something here in relation to family and then how it manifests in your romantic relationships. And I'm also feeling like hang on, I'm like listening. They said something like I don't know if it's necessary that I like get too into this, because I feel like if you're listening, you're kind of resonating with it already, because Spirit's kind of telling me like you're don't dive too deep into this channel, only because it's probably because it's like something that I resonate with strongly, and it's probably not like a very good place for me to go. But I feel like it's like beyond, like I don't like I'm searching for answers here, but I feel like you already know, Pisces. So I'm just going to go like with the meanings, and then whatever Spirit kind of wants to say, because I was like, no, I have to feel this energy, and Spirit's like, oh, but you don't have to. So they're telling me that the Two of Cups presents a challenge. It's not like you're not facing these other people or standing up for yourself to these other people or like past relationships or anything. It's not like they're coming back or whatever, but there's some challenges that you need to face in terms of, you know, again, the person that you used to be versus the person that you are now. And you're not that person anymore, and you're aware of it, but it's almost like recognizing Judgment is a call. And because I said like before, there was some type of resistance against that. This feels like I feel like because Judgment is in your challenges, it's a resistance to that call. It's a resistance. There's something here that's kind of, you're mulling over or you're debating over something, Spirit says. And I think that like you're you could be blessed with a new path or this new journey. I kind of wanted to say that before with the Ace of Swords, but it's coming through again, so I'm going to mention it. There feels like a new beginning or a new path that you could take, that you're really taking the reins over, or that you could take the reins over, but there's a hesitancy to do that because there is a question over whether you are powerful enough or whether you are strong enough to take it, and Spirit is saying that you are. But there is facing yourself work to be done to overcome these challenges, and honestly, I feel like you've done some healing from this, and I just don't think that it's worth too much of your time, but if that's something that you wanted to do to help come to a conclusion, it's just really hard because there's the Gemini energy present. There's that duality. So it's almost like you can discuss this with yourself to the end of your days, Pisces. And Spirit is saying a potential challenge that could come up, what could prevent you from moving forward. It's almost like Spirit's just saying to make peace with it. If you stay stuck in the energy for too long, trying to ponder and work out what exactly is fully right and fully wrong, I just feel like it's too much of a gray area. There's too many different perspectives that you can land on, and Spirit wants you to focus on the highest love and the highest light for you and yourself, and to really achieve your highest aim or your highest outcome. It's to right now just balance those truths and hold both of those truths present, because as you step into your future and as you take on more of your light, you will be claiming a different story and you will be singing a different tune, is what Spirit says. So sometimes you really just have to walk into it and embrace your energy, because what's going to make your life easier and the way forward is you have the Fool card and you also have 10 of Wands. This does feel like hard work to me. So Spirit is saying embrace this new beginning, embrace this Fool energy right here, because this is like stepping into new rays of sunshine. I feel like this is stepping into a new energy. This could be stepping into a new relationship, a new path, a new career choice. This is like, I feel like you're just interesting. So they're coming through with like flipping a pancake. I'm not really sure why that is, but it, like we were talking about how like you have to hold both sides present. I think Spirit wants you to focus a little bit more on, and I hate to say focus on the positive, but focus on what empowers you right now. Focus on whatever helps you move forward and take on that Six of Swords energy to move through and step into that light, because again, the more you step into your light, this is quite literally, Spirit is calling me to focus on the sun here. Like, that warmth is going to feel so good against your skin. Like, stepping into this energy is going to feel so good to you, and it'll uplift you in such a way that it will make you want to work hard. So I feel like there could have been 10 of Wands energy in the past that when you look at this card, it's almost like you feel a little exhausted. But at the same time, I feel like you're going to have the stamina to hold up this 10 of Wands. You're going to have the power to hold up this 10 of Wands, because I see you thriving with it. I also see that it's going to be a little bit tough to move past some old energies, but I feel like that's okay. Like, what's going to make your life easier is trusting and understanding that Spirit's got you. Like, the 10 of Wands, this dude isn't the only one holding up the wands. Spirit is helping him. They're not only is Spirit making him stronger, but it's almost like they're taking weight away from the wands, is the vibe that I'm getting from this card, even though I don't think that's the traditional meaning of the card. That's what Spirit is kind of letting me know to tell you, is that they are taking weight off of this, that they are adding more strength to you, that you have what it takes to carry those wands. And because when you look at it and everything that needs to be done, it almost seems very daunting. But Spirit is saying, okay, it looks like a lot, and to other people it will seem like a lot. And, you know, I mean, it is a lot, but it's not going to be as hard as you think it will be. And Spirit really wants to commend you for at least making the effort and taking the time to consider, because it takes a very strong person to even... I'm feeling like it takes a very strong person to even go through what you did and to still stand today. So, dang Pisces, much love to you. Wow. So, any lasting messages for Pisces for this week, for March 20th to the 26th? We have, oh, interesting. We have 969. I'm pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. And I always say these messages twice. So, your soul is curating opportunities for you to experience powerful shifts at this time, as your energy is golden and aligned with the energies of divine alchemy and magic. Guys, don't just say with the full energy, stepping into that power. Oh, that's so lovely. Your soul is curating opportunities for you to experience powerful shifts at this time, as your energy is golden and aligned with the energies of divine alchemy and magic. With that, Pisces, you're a very strong soul, and Spirit wants you to know that they will help you every step of the way. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to connect with your energy. Thank you for vibing with me here on this channel. And thank you to your guides and your spirit team, and my guides and spirit team, for assisting with channeling towards your highest purpose and your highest outcome. I love you, and I'll see you next time.